Hello, everyone. As you see in the title, it says, do you trust your doctor? Do you trust your doctor, your neurologist, your hepatologist, or any doctor that you may go through? Let me give this quick disclaimer. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a hepatologist. I'm no kind of PhD or D's attached to my name. I'm just going to be disclosing what I went through with my hepatologist, my neurologist, and finding a neurologist when I came to the state that I live in currently right now, and trusting in the person that I'm going to, and with the medication that they prescribe to me and what things to do and stuff like that. So it's real important that if you don't trust your doctor and don't have that type of relationship, it's very, very hard to really get that confidence level and then, doing the things you need to do. So that's a big thing, a really big thing that needs to be talked about, especially with people that have mental disabilities, I feel, because it needs to be talked about. So, welcome to Epilepsy You Don't Own Me. I'm going to be reading some things from my notes that I had written down. And welcome. So, let's get started. So, it came across my mind the other day because when I came to the state that I live in now, I was looking for a neurologist, and I didn't do my due diligence like I supposed to. Working, I said, I need to find a neurologist. I need to find one quickly. And I just said, oh, okay, here's a neurologist. Let me just start going to this particular neurologist. I didn't do no research, looked at no reviews. I didn't do nothing. And went to this neurologist, and I had my information now. It's the type of medication that I was taking. My past neurologist, I had my information. And my neurologist like, well, let's try this type of medication. This may be better for you. Okay, so I started taking different medication, and my spirit told me, and that's why you need to listen to your gut, your inner, and I shouldn't say gut because it's your spirit, your inner spirit. God gives everyone an inner spirit to let you know that, hey, whether it's good or bad, and no, this isn't good. And I started taking the medication, and it wasn't good. I took the medication, I could not work. I was not eating. I was just zoned out. I was just sleeping all the time. I couldn't do basically nothing. It just had me in a zombie state. And it was just me here. I had to work. I had to pay my bills. I had to. I didn't have no choice. So I went back to the doctor, told the doctor how, I can't take this medication. I can't. And I was telling them the reason why I couldn't take the medication. And the doctor did not trust what I was telling him. And I'm taking the medication every day on time like I'm supposed to. And he didn't believe what I was saying. I was like, is this a trip? I can't believe this. Is you out here cotton picking mine? So I was like, oh, no. So then that's when I started doing the research. And make a long story short, I found some great reviews on a particular doctor, and I found a neurologist. And this particular neurologist I'm currently with today, and this was almost over 10 years ago. So this particular neurologist is awesome. He asked me, okay, what seems to be the problem? How is it making you feel? I had to be weaned off of the medication that wasn't making me feel good and had me in a zombie state, and put on, of course, the other medication that I was taking. So this particular neurologist, this new neurologist, was asking the questions, and that's what made me grow more trust in him. And that's the thing. Are you asking your neurologist questions? And is the neurologist making you feel like you could trust the neurologist, he or she? You know, because this is your body. This is you. You want to be here for weddings or births or whatever you have to do in the future. You want to live. You want to prosper. Whatever you want to do. But people, it's like some doctors play with people's lives, and it's not fair and it's not right. And that first neurologist, I was like, oh, no, 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 no. Thank God. Thank God I went to and researched another neurologist, to where I'm like, okay, this particular neurologist, I was asking questions and he took the time to answer my questions, and he was okay with that. He didn't rush me through the doctor's appointment at all. It was just wonderful. It was wonderful. And I thank God for it. I thank God for it. And to this day, when he had a private practice, and when he went to an actual hospital and didn't have his private practice anymore, I followed him to the hospital that he's working at currently, because I was not going to anybody else. And my seizures were getting less and less and less, and we were working on things to do, and health wise, and an example, he was like, Rachel, do you walk? No. No. I mean, I go to work, I'm tired, and well, you might be tired because you have you tried walking? I was telling them I'm stressed out and different things that I was going through, and it was just a lot at that time when I came to the state that I'm at now. When I first came to this state that I was going through, and I will say that after a while, I was here a while, a long, long time, till several years ago. Yeah, several years ago. Something happened, and it was suggested to go to therapy, and I went. I was reluctant, but I went because I was like, I'm praying, Lord help me, But, and matter of fact, it was my youngest son. And he's like, and then my daughter. No, it was my youngest son, and he was like, Ma, why don't you go? And my neurologist also suggested it too, And one time something happened in my life, and where I really didn't have a choice but to go, you know. And sometimes it has to take that for you to get that wake-up call and to go to therapy. You know, God puts things in certain perspectives, and he wants you to be in the Bible and build that relationship with him, but he will put things also out there to build yourself up. We need these things. He wants us to be better. He wants us happy. He wants us happy. That's why I can't believe, like, I'm on this YouTube channel. Really, Rachel? I want y'all happy. That's why it's like, do you trust your doctor? Do you trust your doctor? And then when you ask your doctor questions, does the doctor cut you off? Does your doctor cut you off and say, no, let's keep you on this? Or does your doctor suggest, like, hey, let's keep you on this a little bit longer, and if it doesn't work out, let's try something else? Because there's always or let's wean you off of this and try something else. You know? And then if you don't feel comfortable, do you have a caregiver or best friend or family member, a spouse, or someone that could come to you to your doctor's appointment that can be there and listen to what the doctor is telling you when you asking questions, and see what the conversation is like? A person that you feel comfortable knowing your personal information, not just no Smo Joe, just somebody that you love and that you're okay with knowing your personal information. You know, so and see what they say. You know, is the doctor really, do you think your doctor is trying to assist you, or they're just trying to get you out the room to the next patient? There's just some questions, you know. Are they suggesting you to, you know, eat more healthier, or are they suggesting you to walk or drink water? I'm just saying this because my neurologist did, and I did it. Because he was like, Rachel, do you walk? I was like, no. I was like, do you work out? No. I was like, what does that have to do with my seizures? He was like, it relieves the stress. Oh, okay. You know, because all this time I'm doing so many things, you know. So then I started walking around the block, and my neighbors started joining me. Look at that. And we started walking, and it felt good. And it relieves stress. It really does. Anybody that's able to do it, do it. It relieves stress. And it was something so simple. So simple. I was like, oh, okay. Thank you. Something so simple. And then me, I would never think I would be into plants. And I just started watching them grow. So now I'm into plants. Could I tell you what each plant is? No, but I like different colored plants. I like watching them spring out of the ground. Sometimes I show my grandchildren Look at this color. Look at these plants. After a while, they're going to be like, Mimi, listen, I don't care. I don't care about that. But you know, whatever you like doing, do it. Do it to relieve that stress in your mind. And if you need to go to therapy, seek out a therapist. Maybe your church may have therapists there. I don't know. You may ask and see. Ask and see. You never know. Never know. And then another thing is that when because I do work, like I stated before, and sometimes working can cause stress too. And if there's ever a time that you feel like you're being there's an overload of stress being pressed on you, and you're having seizures, or put in for short-term disability. That's what it's there for. I remember used to be afraid to do that. I know it sounds silly. I know it sounds stupid. But I used to be, years and years ago, I used to be so afraid. But I did my research to actually see what it's for. I did not know. I didn't know. And it sounds stupid. It sounds crazy. But when you're going through a lot of stress and you really don't know what short-term disability is for, and no one has really explained it to you, or I can't put it on nobody. I can't put it on nobody. I should have read it back then. I should have read it back then. It's just, I was just going through a whole lot of things. So excuse me with that. I should have read it in detail back then. I was just going through a lot. It was like years ago. But short-term disability is there for you. So check with your employer if you're working, and what documents you need to get. So don't forget that, because it's there for you. Yep. Don't stress yourself out. They do also have accommodations. I used it myself because I was in an area where I get scared easily. Ask me why? I don't know. I don't know. So when somebody could come up and tap me on the shoulder, and I get scared easily. And the position that I was at when I was working, it was a lot of traffic. And I had to ask for an accommodation where I could sit like in a corner where there isn't a lot of traffic, because if somebody scared me, I would say OSHI, you know, the last letter. I don't know what I can say on YouTube, but you know, I'm learning. I'm 55, I'm learning. But yeah, so, and I get scared really easily. I'll do like this, and you know, and sometimes, you know, people, they'll be like, Rachel, if I get scared, I hit them by mistake. And, unfortunately, ask me why, I don't know. It's just, like when I started having seizures, I say it and I just get scared like that. I don't know. It's sad, but it happens. People that know me know not to scare me or anything like that. That's why when on my previous video, when I said when I go out early in the morning time, because there's not that many people out. There's not too many people wherever I go. I could go, I could roam, I could do what I want to do. I don't have, not, people are not scared. So, and that's good. Now, if I know I'm going somewhere where it may be a crowd of people, mentally, I'm preparing myself for it. I'm not saying it won't never happen, but mentally, I'm preparing myself for it. And I just have to do that. I want everyone to please, from this moment on, don't be scared to ask your doctor questions, because your body, your mind, without this right here, this is not going to function at all. Okay? You need this right here. Okay? If the medication is not functioning right, please open up and say something to that neurologist. And let me tell you another thing that I can't forget about my neurologist. This is about 2 years ago. 2 years ago, yeah. Had a doctor's appointment with my neurologist, and this is where I say I all the way fell in love with my neurologist. He's so sweet. He's an awesome guy, awesome family man, just a great person, And he said, Rachel, how you doing? I'm doing great. And he said, is everything going okay? Good, And I had a seizure. And he said, Rachel, I don't want you to have no seizures. I want you to be seizure free. Yeah, it was like, yeah, I want you to be seizure free. He said, I want you to be seizure free. I'm going to refer you to an hepatologist. I said, an hepatologist? I said, what's a hepatologist? I didn't know. And he said, a person that studies in epilepsy. I said, oh, okay. Made an appointment. Saw the hepatologist. So then I went home and did some more research, and I did not know. I just did not know. Didn't know. And it's just been getting better and better and better and better. And that's why I say trust your doctor. You have to have that trust, and if you don't have that trust, what do you have? What do you have? Yeah, it's like a child trusting their parents. You know, a child trusts their parents to feed them, to clothe them. You know, it's that trust to love them. It's the trust. Yep. And ever since I started taking that other medication with the medication that I'm taking, so much better. So much better. And there are some doctors that won't say anything. They'll just be like, oh, well, you know. But this particular neurologist said, no. He said, I don't want you to have none. I tell you, ain't nobody like him. I tell you, if I could give him an award, I would. And I know there's more doctors out there like that. There's wonderful doctors out there like that. If I knew I could say his name, I would, but I'm still learning YouTube, and I didn't get his permission. Next time I see him, I'll get his permission. But anyway, please check and see, and sit back and see and ask yourself questions. Was it easy to tell your doctor or ask your doctor questions? And does your doctor rush you out the room? Is it easy to call your doctor and leave messages? I also have at the where my doctor's located, we also have like a message portal. Is it easy to leave messages and the doctor gets back in contact with you? Is it easy to get feedback? If you needed to go into and see the doctor, is it easy to do that? These are the questions that you need to ask. Like I said, this right here, you need this to function every day. Every day. People love you. People want you here every day. Every day. God wants you here. Love yourself. It's all about loving yourself in a great way. In a great way. And we're here to talk about it. We're here to offer each other hope. We're here to offer each other information and spill it over to everyone else that comes over to this channel. I hope everyone shares this and speaks on this and leaves a message. I would greatly want to see some feedback on this and your experiences of what you went through, good or bad. Because we all went through experiences. I know that for sure, good or bad. But one thing I know for sure is that nothing's not going to get me down whatsoever. I have so much to live for, and I know you do too. I have myself to live for. I have my grandbabies, my children. I have life. I want to send messages out to you and let people know that, hey, this ain't stopping us. Is you crazy? This ain't gonna stop us from nothing. We fighters. We gonna battle this. We gonna battle this. You know, come on now. Really? Wish I knew how to crack my knuckles, but I don't. We're fighters. We made it this far. What makes you think we ain't gonna make it further? Right? So thanks again for coming. If y'all have any questions or something that you would love for me to talk about, please do and let me know. Y'all take care. Bye.